For the second time in history, a human-made object has crossed the boundary of our solar system, venturing into the vast unknown of interstellar space. But what happened next was something no one expected. Voyager 2, a spacecraft launched more than 4 decades ago, has been drifting silently through the cosmic void, transmitting priceless data about planets, radiation, and magnetic fields. Yet recently it did something that has scientists across the globe reeling. In a subtle, deliberate motion, the probe shifted its trajectory as if responding to an invisible force, and the data it sent back hinted at a presence or structure far beyond anything previously imagined. This is not just a story of a spacecraft leaving the solar system. It is a story that challenges everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe, hinting at intelligence, intention, and a boundary that may have been waiting for us all along. For decades, Voyager 2 has been humanity's quiet emissary, journeying past Neptune, Uranus, and the distant fringes of our solar system, crossing the heliopause in 2018 to enter interstellar space. This boundary, where the sun's influence ends and the cold vacuum of the galaxy begins, was thought to be the final frontier, a line marking the end of our solar neighborhood. Yet Voyager 2's recent telemetry revealed something unsettling. Subtle irregularities in cosmic ray readings and magnetic fields began to appear, first attributed to natural fluctuations or distant stellar interference. Then came the anomaly. The probe shifted its trajectory ever so slightly, not due to mechanical failure, but as though reacting to an external influence. Its thrusters were inactive, systems functioning normally, yet this tiny craft seemed to acknowledge an invisible presence. The readings that followed were even more puzzling. Sudden spikes in high-energy particles and jagged distortions in the magnetic field, repeating in near-rhythmic patterns, suggested structure where only chaos should exist. It became clear that Voyager 2 had encountered something unlike anything in known interstellar space, a boundary or field that was deliberate, vast, and responsive, hinting at intelligence or design in the darkness beyond our solar system. Analysis of the data sent back by Voyager 2 revealed details that defied conventional understanding. The probe recorded a repeating electromagnetic pulse every 61.2 seconds, a pattern consistent and precise enough to suggest intentionality rather than natural phenomena. When scientists converted the frequency into audio, it produced a haunting oscillating hum, almost organic in quality, unlike anything previously recorded in space. The implications were staggering. This was not just uncharted territory, but a presence capable of responding to Voyager 2's intrusion. The boundary it encountered seemed to act like a warning, a defensive perimeter deliberately maintained, and the probe's subtle retreat suggested it had been acknowledged. Far from the empty void of interstellar space, this zone appeared engineered, a clean and empty region stripped of normal matter, almost unnaturally so. Researchers began to consider the chilling possibility that our solar system itself might be enclosed, either as a protective measure or as containment. Voyager 2 had inadvertently brushed against a threshold that was not meant to be crossed, a silent yet unmistakable message that we are no longer alone in the cosmos, and whatever lies beyond is both aware and capable of influencing our instruments from billions of kilometers away. The response from the unknown boundary was subtle but unmistakable. Voyager 2's course, once predictable and steady, had shifted ever so slightly, as if guided by an unseen hand. Its instruments recorded sudden spikes in high-energy particles and jagged distortions in the magnetic field, repeating in regular, almost rhythmic patterns. These anomalies were too precise to be natural, hinting at intelligence or design rather than random cosmic events. Scientists cross-checked the data against all known sources of interference and possible instrument errors, but nothing could account for the consistency of the readings. This forced a sobering realization. Whatever Voyager 2 encountered was deliberately structured, a presence that could sense and respond to its intrusion. The thought was both thrilling and terrifying. Our tiny probe, drifting silently for over 40 years, had stumbled upon a phenomenon that might be actively observing the edges of our solar system. It was as though the spacecraft had reached the threshold of a cosmic boundary, one that could manipulate space itself to send a warning, and the implications for humanity were profound. As the Voyager 2 continued its cautious drift away from the anomaly, the signals it transmitted painted an even stranger picture. Encoded within the electromagnetic pulses was a repeating frequency, a steady 61.2-second cycle that varied subtly in amplitude but maintained precise timing. When converted into audio, it produced a low, oscillating hum, almost organic in tone, suggesting intention rather than randomness. Scientists began to wonder if this was a form of communication, though unlike anything human technology could replicate. The pattern implied awareness and responsiveness, as if the boundary itself recognized the probe's presence. The concept was chilling. Our solar system, long thought to be isolated and inert beyond the heliopause, might be enclosed or monitored by an intelligence far beyond our comprehension. The idea of a cosmic perimeter, or quarantine, once speculative, now had tangible evidence. Voyager 2 had not merely ventured into interstellar space, it had inadvertently tested the limits of a hidden structure, revealing that the universe may hold not only unknown worlds, but also unseen guardians or watchers. The implications of Voyager 2's encounter sent shockwaves through both the scientific and defense communities. If the probe had brushed against an artificial boundary, the scale and sophistication of whatever created it would be unimaginable, capable of manipulating magnetic fields and space itself over vast distances. The region it detected was devoid of normal interstellar matter. No dust, no gas, no typical cosmic radiation gradients, a void meticulously cleared as if prepared for observation or containment. This absence suggested deliberate design, not natural formation, raising the unsettling possibility that our solar system might be enclosed for a purpose. Was it protective, a deterrent, or a containment of something dangerous? The probe's subtle retreat and the continuing pulse of the signal indicated a form of enforcement or warning. Humanity's first silent interaction with this unknown presence had already occurred, and the questions it raised were profound. What lies beyond the veil of interstellar space, and how long has it been waiting for us to arrive? Voyager 2's instruments continued to relay data, revealing patterns that hinted at intelligence rather than random cosmic phenomena. The pulsing electromagnetic signal persisted, faint but unmistakable, carrying slight modulations that suggested layers or possible encoding. Analysts enhanced the data using AI, uncovering subtle variations that seemed deliberate, as if someone or something was signaling without words, in a form designed to be detectable, yet largely indecipherable. The scientific community grappled with the magnitude of the discovery. A human-made object had unintentionally triggered a response from an entity or mechanism far beyond Earth's comprehension. The void it had approached, once assumed empty, now appeared as a boundary actively maintained, responding to intrusion with precision. The revelation was existential. The edge of our solar system was not just a frontier, but potentially a monitored threshold, a place where curiosity met caution and where humanity's reach had brushed against something ancient, intelligent, and immensely powerful. As Voyager 2 adjusted its course, the implications of its encounter began to sink in across scientific and defense communities. The spacecraft's subtle retreat suggested it had been warned or guided away, a phenomenon that raised more questions than answers. The pulsing signal, though weaker now, continued to hum with a presence that seemed aware of the probe's position, almost as if observing without revealing. Researchers debated whether this was a deliberate form of containment, a protective measure, or something more enigmatic, an ancient system designed to interact only when crossed. The very notion that an object humanity launched in the 1970s could provoke a reaction from something beyond the solar system reframed our understanding of space, intelligence, and cosmic boundaries. It underscored that the universe might not be a passive expanse, but an environment with structures, rules, and guardians that have existed long before Earth even formed. Voyager 2, silent and unarmed, had become the first tangible evidence of this hidden order, its decades-long journey culminating in a moment that redefined the boundary between the known and the unknown. Voyager 2's unexpected encounter with an unseen, intelligent boundary beyond our solar system forces us to rethink everything we believed about space and our place within it. What was once a quiet frontier of empty stars has revealed itself as a realm with rules, structures, and perhaps even sentient oversight, challenging humanity's assumptions about isolation in the cosmos. The probe's subtle retreat and the persistent pulsing signal suggest that the universe may be far more organized and aware than we ever imagined, and that our curiosity, though relentless, can trigger responses from forces beyond our comprehension. As scientists continue to analyze Voyager 2's transmissions, each byte of data brings both answers and deeper mysteries, hinting at knowledge that may take decades to decode or may never be fully understood. This revelation is not just about a spacecraft, it is a humbling reminder of our fragile presence in a vast, intelligent, and watchful universe, where even a small probe can awaken a cosmic awareness that has waited silently for eons. The journey of Voyager 2 is far from over, and the story it carries is a call to observe, question, and respect the hidden depths of the cosmos that lie just beyond the reach of our eyes.